and he's talking about trying to become a therapist or trying to become a drug and alcohol counselor. You should never, ever, 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 ever think about becoming any type of licensed. No, sir, you shouldn't. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a great day so far. So today I am reacting to a Rewired Soul video. I feel like it's going to be a hot mess. It had a trigger warning in the thumbnail, the way he titled it. Before I get into my feelings about all of that first, if you are new here, welcome. This is Journey to Find Kay, and I'm Kay. I like to talk about mental health, and I react to the Rewired Soul because I'm a mental health patient, worker, and advocate, and I want to use my voice, experience, and my opinions to go against what I feel like is a negative message that Chris puts out on his platform. So if you enjoy my content, do not be afraid to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so that way you're notified every time I post a video. So before I even get into this video, I just want to say this may be I'm going to put out a possible trigger warning. He put it in his thumbnail, so I'm just going to put it on my video just to be safe, because it does seem like it's going to be talking about some suicidal ideations. Now that is one thing that has me kind of annoyed, okay? I'm just going to be honest. I'm annoyed because as someone who is a mental health patient, worker, and advocate, I want the message to get out there and people to understand what it is and the faces of suicide or someone with suicidal ideations, what they may be looking like or presenting as at that time. I also think it's important for us to share our stories so that people can understand they're not alone. People feel that way as well. Normalize it, get that stigma off of it. But I also feel like this man, knowing this man, he is doing this to get views, or there's just some ulterior motive. I feel like pandering for attention. I don't know what it is, but that's what's bothering me. I want to take it seriously. I want to have an open mind. I'm going to go in with this with an open mind, but I have to be honest and say it's going to be hard, knowing what I know about this man and what I've been watching and calling out. So that's my big thing with this video. I want to see what he has to say, because I know he has that thing going on Sunday. Maybe this is to help build up some attention. This is a long intro. I'm sorry. Let's just get on into it.
Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific time.
Oh, wait, hold on. We have to stop already. This mofo. I don't know if you guys could see that, the suggested video. You made a video talking about you tried to hurt yourself with pills. So I feel like you're going to tell us a story, but then you suggest the video of you taking your medications. I can't. Like, is this... It has to be deliberate at this point. Like, you know what you're doing. Like, no one is this stupid. I don't think anyone is this dumb or that. No, there can't be people that are that so, like, what? Like, what? I can't, what? Like I literally got 3 seconds in and you're suggesting, your title is about how you hurt yourself with pills. And then you suggest the video that you know people are talking about because you advocated for people to take their pills incorrectly, which could have horrible issues. See what happens when I just give a little benefit of a doubt, just a second.
We'll be raising money for the nonprofit organization
that just hurts
Faces and Voices of Recovery.
And it just pisses me off because this man sits here and swears to God. it's so slimy. It's just so gross. As someone, like, I could cry. Like, as someone who takes this so seriously, this man is just playing. Like, you're literally playing with people's lives. I don't, you know what they do to be, like, at my, what?
Because of that, I wanted to share my story of how I tried taking my own life with pills, all right?
Like, it is so hard to want to take him serious about this. Like, it is so hard because 3 seconds you already did some. I'm trying to be good about not cursing. I have a mouth of a sailor normally, you guys. I really do. Very professional at work, but then when I'm at home, it's F this and that. But I'm trying to be good on YouTube. I don't, get in a good practice. But this man tests me. Ooh, he tests me. And it's just the fact that you sit here and you swear to goodness that somehow you are doing something better. And I have a video coming out, you guys, and I have a video I'm gonna be working on. It's a reaction, and it explains so much about him, and he said it in what I'm reacting to. If he gets enough likes on something, he takes it as automatic confirmation. And I didn't even see how many likes he has on this video. I'll put it in here when I'm editing. But what is wrong with you? Like, you are literally using your, oh my gosh. Like, I can never fathom sitting up on here and just playing these mental health games. I'm here to help you while you are seriously fucking people over. I couldn't imagine getting up on this platform and understanding that I have these many people, as many people as he has, having that many people looking at me. I could not sit here and give myself the power or be like, hey, while I'm talking about my almost suicide, how I tried to hurt myself with some pills, let me just guide you to the video I know you saw everyone talking crap about of me taking my pills incorrectly. Like, where's that okay?
But my goal is that I hope it can help give some hope to anybody out there who's struggling with addiction or depression or even loved ones, because this can get better. All right, so in case you didn't get it from the title, we will be talking about some sensitive subjects in this video. If you are struggling, go ahead and you
did it the first 3
video,
seconds.
but check out the description down below.
He's exploiting.
To some resources.
Wow.
What's up, everybody? This is Chris from the Rewired Soul, where we talk about the problem but focus on the solution. And if you're new to my channel is all about mental health. It's about addiction recovery. And yeah, I just try to, share my experience and share the things that I've learned over the years to try to help out anybody else who might be struggling, as well as educate people and spread some awareness. So if you're into that stuff, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. And like I said, make sure you're here 3 p.m. Pacific time this Sunday, December 15th, because we are raising money for the amazing organization, Faces and Voices of Recovery. All right, so yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of a story time. I've been sober, I'm coming up in 10 days, it'll be 7.5 years clean and sober. I haven't had a drink or a drug since June 23rd, 2012. And a lot of people don't understand the connection between addiction and depression and suicidal thoughts and all these other things. So for some of you out there who have never struggled with substance abuse, like many of us who are recovering drug addicts or even people in their addiction, even though we might not have the exact same experience, we understand
I am so annoyed with him.
That suffering. And I share my story because
You are so
I
trash.
want people to know
You're
that it
such
can
a
get
trash
better.
individual.
All right?
You are not here to help nobody. You are here to sit here and watch yourself on the dang on video screen and make some money, swearing to goodness you're helping somebody. And then all you're going to do is turn around. Well, you don't have to. The heck out. Oh, I'm done. I can't, you guys. I can't. This man is ridiculous. So trash.
2012 was, one of the worst years of my life. It was when I was hitting my rock bottom. So around that time, 2012, by that time, my son's mom and we had already split up because of my drug addiction. That's what it was, and we were no longer together, and I got to see my son on the weekends. But by that time, friends didn't want anything to do with me, family members didn't want anything to do with me, because all I was just this thing that was constantly asking for money and blowing up on people and snapping on people, because my only
I don't understand why he's even telling this story.
To figure out ways to drink and use drugs, and I
get he has a stream coming up on Sunday.
I was actually
but what's the benefit? What's your benefit
at this shady call center, which I might do a video about? This call center was just the worst.
He kills anytime he tries to sit here and show some type of way that maybe he's not that bad. Like, he had a semi-decent video yesterday with the Narcan. Semi. It didn't kill the fact that you exploited a rapper's death, but at least it was a semi-decent flipping video, semi-educational. Other than the faking that you went training and all of that. Somebody commented and told me that it's in a vending machine out there. So I guess you get trained on the spot. But anyway. Oh, you had a semi-decent video yesterday and then you come back with this type of stuff. Like, it's like you really sit here, dude. You hurt yourself. You just...
Just to put it in perspective, it was this soul-sucking job. Some of you who saw my Instagram live yesterday, you heard me talking about soul-sucking jobs. Basically, this call center,
call centers be like that sometimes, but sometimes they be cool. Not gonna lie.
Taken advantage of by MLMs, and
I had some fun in the call center. I did.
I
was good at what I did.
Right?
That's why.
And I might do a video diving into that at a later time, because I know what it's like to work at a terrible job. But anyways. So I would have my son on the weekends, but around that time, I was broke. I was constantly getting eviction notices. I was living in this apartment by myself, and it was the most disgusting little apartment. Not disgusting like the area, but disgusting because I had given up on life. And with the way addiction works, nothing was bringing me joy or meaning or purpose in my life except for the drugs. That's the only reason why I was alive was to get more and to use more. It got to a point where, I hadn't paid my car insurance or registration in almost 2 years, and towards the end, my truck actually got impounded. I got pulled over and I didn't have anything, so they took it. I didn't have the money to get it back because I spent it all on drugs. And what eventually happened was my son was about 3 years old at that time, and he was talking, but he wasn't talking. And yeah, I was there with my son, but I wasn't present with my son, and I was, getting high while he was there, and he was in my care, and trust me, I hate talking about this stuff.
So then why are you posting this video then? You control your content. You're only doing it to try to get sympathy.
Daddy's sleeping.
For what? Trying to get views?
And my son's mom.
We all know what the month of December is. I'm waiting for another drama one. You sat here and did the rapper. You're going to keep doing it. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it was because of my drug addiction.
I don't understand how. Did this agency do any type of background into you? Did they look and see hey, maybe his content's something that we want to put our name on, or do they just want to be out there? I don't know how I would handle that as the agency. I really don't. I don't know if I would be able to. I can't see it. do they like, I don't know. Let me not. I'm gonna make this video is gonna be so long. I'm sorry, guys.
Me, but my mom convinced my son's mom not to let me see my son anymore until I got better, and I was pissed. I was furious about this. Like, my own mother was telling her not to let me see my son, you know, but that's part of the insanity of addiction. Like, I couldn't understand that, and rather than getting better, I just got worse. I got worse. Like, you know, there was really only two things keeping me alive, which was the drugs and my son. And now my son was taken away from me. And a lot of people, I can't speak on everybody's experience, but I can speak on my own. But a lot of people, you know, they wonder, like, why are people with addictions, like, slowly killing themselves? And, you know, because a lot of us don't just commit, you know, suicide in the traditional way. And, like, for me, like, I was too much of a wuss to do it. I was way too much of a wuss to actually take my own life. Like, but I knew the drugs were killing me, so I was like, I'll just keep using. But I was so mad at my son's mom and my mom that I got worse, and I started going out and partying more. And this is one of the reasons why I try to teach people to surround yourself with better friends, because I had awful friends at that time. Like, they were good in the sense that I could use a lot of drugs around them, and they would give me drugs and everything like that. In that sense, they were amazing friends. But they were terrible friends because they were enabling me, right? They didn't tell me.
I just don't understand why we're like.
And it's not their responsibility to save my life. In hindsight, a lot of them were struggling with their own
it's a serious story,
you know?
And I don't want anyone to think I'm like trying to diminish his story or anything like that. I'm not. It's just hard for me to sit here and really feel like you're trying to share authentically when the first 3 seconds of your video you're doing some stupid shit. Like, I can't. And it's a serious subject. I do empathize with the person back then that had felt that way and was close to doing what he was going to do. I do. But this person right here telling the story, I don't trust the reason why he's telling the story. I don't. And it's like, you just did some. I can't, like, you, and this, like, again, I get awareness for the agency, but the agency didn't vet him. They didn't, or did he just go to them and be like, hey, I would like to help you guys, you know, fundraise? Like, does he think him fundraising? And part of me wants to sit here and go look. I really feel like I might, if I'm available Sunday, I'm gonna see if I can go see what he's streaming on and how many people go see. Just poke my head, cause I don't understand. I get the awareness, I do, but I don't get why him.
Rather than like saying, well, Chris, why don't you try to get clean and, you know, so you can see your son again? Like, they'd be like, oh, screw her, man, screw her. Let's just use some more and stuff like that. So I was slowly losing everything in my life. Like I said, I lost my truck, lost my son. I started getting eviction notices. There was even a point where they locked me out of my own house, and like I would sleep in my friend's living room. My sliding door was kind of broken, so you could jimmy it open. So sometimes after the office closed, I would hop over my patio and then sneak into my apartment and sleep and then leave before everything opened up. There was no electricity because the power was off. It was just this awful, terrible life. But anyways, a major part of my addiction too was alcohol. Like, it started with alcoholism and then I got into pills, but I just started mixing them heavily. And every single night I was going to sleep with a handful of pills and a bottle of rum, and
probably see me rocking because I am like so anxious.
Don't let me wake up. Do not let me wake up tomorrow morning, because I don't want to do this again. I don't want to go through this whole thing of being miserable and not having anything. And just seeing who I can lie, cheat, or steal from to try to get more
You're
drugs.
still
Like,
doing
I don't
it.
wanna do that.
You're
And
still doing it. You're still doing it. I don't care. I don't care. YouTube is your new thing. YouTube is what you use to make yourself feel better. I feel like this is your new substance. I don't care. It might feel judgmental, you guys. I'm just saying, I feel that's what it is, because you're lying. You're sitting here lying to all these people, making I'm here to help you. This is what I'm here for. Come look at me. No, you're trash. You are so trash. And you make people who work, like, you literally, we're not all, you guys know we're not all like him. I promise you. There's so many good people in this field, so many people that actually give a flying crap about our clients. Like, I don't understand. He's the type to where if he ever even tried to, like, I'm
you know, so every night I was hoping that I would just die in my sleep, you know, and I would wake up in the morning to the sun shining through my window, and I'd be pissed.
This man is telling his,
So every single night I was taking, I have no idea why I'm alive.
So I'm still trying to figure out what
I was taking enough
that
would kill a lot of people. And it's just, like I said, like, it wasn't like I wasn't just going to go, you know, take my own life. I wanted my substances to do the job. But anyways, you know, I've shared before about how I ended up getting sober. My mom, who had 7 years sober at that time, she ended up saving my life. And yeah, I was still very suicidal for the first few months because, like I said, the drugs were the only thing that were keeping me alive, and then they were taken away from me. So in my first few months of sobriety, I was still very suicidal, but being around other people who shared their story, it gave me hope that things can get better. And that's one of the reasons why I talk about things that make me uncomfortable, that might make you uncomfortable, because I needed people to talk about this stuff because it helped give me hope.
There was no point for you to
People
tell you
started teaching
this.
me that
He
I didn't have to
literally
live that way
sat
anymore.
here.
But here's the caveat. They said, I don't have
Named
to live
it
that way
that.
anymore if I
Didn't
don't want to.
You exploited
Alright?
your own story without even trying to tell your story. You literally sat here to I can't. You are such a trash individual. And it's like, wow. Wow. I'm so happy, like, he's in another state. I feel bad for the people that are around him. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, I really do feel bad for the people who are really receiving this type of information from him in real life, the ones on his channel that actually believe him.
And if I didn't want to, I had to start doing certain things to turn my life around. All right? And I was just clinging.
Use your suicide as clickbait, bruh. Like, you're such
trash.
trash.
If I slowly started working on myself, things would get better. And that first year of sobriety was rough, man. I was in California. I didn't see my son. I saw my son
That is
once.
why you barely get any views.
Sober,
for someone who has 80,000 subscribers, that is why he doesn't get any views. Because it's showing. And now you have to go to these type of tactics because you're afraid to go back to the old ways, which you'll end up doing. You're going to. You haven't stopped. You just spread them out a little more. God.
All right, so
I hope his new job pays him well, so he does not have to try to sit here and use this as his income anymore.
My first year
I'm
sober,
just like, wow.
I missed Halloween.
I think that's probably why he ended up having to get a new job. I really do, because he sees that he ain't gonna keep making none of this money, but he gonna keep on trying. He's so manipulative.
Put on him is adorable. I miss Halloween with him. I miss Thanksgiving. I miss Christmas.
Clickbaited
His
your
birthday
own
is on New Year's
suicide
Eve. I miss that
story.
Following, into the next month.
Didn't say
I missed,
really
Easter,
anything
Father's Day, everything
in this video.
All right, but I had to do that to get sober. But I share this story because, man,
had the audacity to tag the video about your pills. Right? You know what you do.
My son's mom and I, she's remarried and has another child. We have an amazing relationship. She's one of my best friends. All right. And because of that, I have my son in my life. Like you guys, like I was just telling you how I wasn't even allowed to see my son, right? And just a few weeks ago for Thanksgiving,
trying to pull at the heartstrings. I couldn't see my son.
Because of the work
using little
in,
words that you know people care about. Oh, at least you got to see your
him,
child.
to California. We
because
went up to
he's masking it under, and that's what's annoying too. That is what's so sad, is that he knows that those type of things people care about. People care about you having your kids and being able to see your kids. People care about the, the get it up story. You won, you turned it around. So that's what he's banking on when he keeps continuously, I couldn't see my son. Am I saying he doesn't love his child? No, I'm not. I don't say that at all, but I know that it's just a part of his big old manipulation. You really sat here and clickbaited your it's not something to play with.
Then we got to go.
But that's all you do. You
Fresno
ain't
to visit
nowhere
my family,
near
like that. Like,
anyone that should be talking
the
about and
work I put
advocating
in,
for mental health.
The people in my life.
You are somebody that you should never even fix your mouth to say that you are here to teach, educate, advocate for mental health at all. At all. Because what you do is exploit it. You exploit your fan base or subscribers' mental health. You exploit it because it kind of, it reminds me of like back in the day in the old westerns, or back when they had the pseudo medicine where it was literally like cocaine in a bottle or whatever. You know what I'm talking about, guys, where it was like, come here, it fixes everything. In all actuality, it was hurting you even more. That's exactly what he is. He's literally that. And maybe I chose the old west like reference because I'm in Arizona, but that's him. He is him. That's what he do.
And I have so much
fix all. I can fix it. In all actuality, you're killing everybody slowly with the trash information you do, with the horrible tactics you use.
But
if this man ever, and he's talking about trying to become a therapist or trying to become a drug and alcohol counselor, you should never, ever, 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 ever think about becoming any type of licensed. No, sir, you shouldn't. And if it ever, if it ever happened and I knew him, I would be so quick to call it. Yes, I would. He does not deserve no type of license. You should not be anybody's therapist. You should not be anybody. No, you need to go get a therapist. That's what you need to do. You need to go see a psychiatrist and make sure your medications are okay. You keep saying you go see you have a therapist and she does this. You lie to her or something, because I don't understand. Does she know about your YouTube channel? Has she ever watched any of your videos? She probably has and hasn't told you nothing. And if she hasn't, then you need to get a new freaking therapist, because she's trash too. Like, ugh.
The disease of addiction, depression, it lies to us. It tells us that we don't have things to live for.
Something ain't working right over there.
And I get to hang out with my son
this
weekend.
You will be the last person I would say to go to for therapy.
The Star Wars video game.
I can't. This man exploits his own.
This man
exploited his own suicidal,
intention
story.
I have my amazing girlfriend Tristan. It's her birthday Sunday, so by the way, come join the live stream. For Tristan's birthday. We'll be raising money for Faces and Voices.
Throw in your girlfriend, because if she loves me, you can too.
I don't like talking about this stuff. I've come so long, and a lot of us, we want to leave that stuff in the past. But I was taught a long time ago that we share our stories to help others. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for other people sharing their story and talking about these difficult subjects, I wouldn't be here today. And this is one of the ways I try to give back, by sharing about what I've been through.
You didn't share anything. You exploited with a clickbait title, said nothing that most of your people probably already knew. You did that, tagged a horrible video.
If nothing changes, nothing changes. If I just sat around, because for a long time I just sat around just hoping life would get better. Just maybe life will get better on its own, right? I didn't want to put in any work. And that's why today I do so much. Like a lot of you know, I work my ass off. I have 2 jobs. I have this YouTube channel and everything like that. But I make sure that I'm spending time with my son.
Do you have 2 jobs? Do you really? Or is it just like your Narcan training? The heck,
Tristan,
don't nobody
yesterday
believe
I had
you.
lunch with one of my friends who
You're so
helped
loved.
him get sober.
We
He
get
just
it.
celebrated
You have a
4
son.
years
You have a
sober. He's
girlfriend.
one of my
You
best
have
friends I've known
friends.
since I
We
was,
get it.
since I was a kid. You know
We
what
understand.
I mean? Like,
we might not like you, but they do. You don't care.
And this purpose, you know. So
as long as you can somehow flip it and tell, well, I'm trying to help people.
With them. But anyways, I hope this video give someone out there just a little bit of hope that things can get better. All right, and don't forget to join us Sunday, December 15th here on this channel. All right, starting at 3 p.m. Pacific time as we raise money for Faces and Voices of Recovery. All right, but anyways, that's all I got for this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and a huge thank you, a real huge thank you to everybody who supports the channel, whether it's on Patreon or by...
I can't. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not really going to say... He got 683 views. How many likes? He actually has a better like ratio than normal. Like... And that's why he did it. Like, I can't, you guys. I can't. You heard my reaction. It's already a long video. Hopefully I can cut it down a little bit in editing. But that was trash. He's a trash individual. I would never, ever want to see this man become any type of a therapist or any type of counselor. None of that. Horrible. You sat here and tagged in your video. You literally clickbait you clickbait your suicide story, talking about how you tried to hurt yourself with pills. Within the first 3 seconds throughout this entire video, of course, I guess maybe it's his only card then, you literally suggested for people to go and watch the video about you taking your medications incorrectly. Your pills, your medication. You knew what you were doing when you chose that title. But in all actuality, you turned it around into, yeah, I just decided it was slowly killing me to keep using. The heck out my face. You are someone who is trash, garbage, basura. Like, that's all I can say about you. Like, I tried to give you a benefit of doubt, came in the video. Like, I can't, you guys. So... I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. You saw how upset I got. I really did. I can't stand the fact that he swears that this is some type of like help. This is helping someone. This is really helping people with their mental health. No, sir. You're exploiting and hurting people's mental health, and it's ridiculous. And I can't. So I thank you guys so much. Let me know how you guys feel down in the comments below. Did you enjoy my reaction? I know I kind of went off for a little bit, but I really mean everything I said. Like I said, for the person back in the day who was feeling that way is who I empathize with, but the person who's right here exploiting that person that he was, I can't. I'm all for people sharing our stories. That's why we come up on this platform. We're trying to normalize, stigmatize, or destigmatize, educate people, advocate for people. But the way he's trying to say he's doing that, that's not what he's doing. He's exploiting and manipulating. That's what he's doing, and it's ridiculous. So I thank you guys so much for watching me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you made it this far and haven't subscribed, please try to hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you guys back. Hit the bell so that way you're also notified whenever I post a video. I'll catch you guys in my next reaction. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.